this is Stars Forever Tarot, and today I'll be doing a reading for the sign of Virgo. And this reading is about what our soul needs to know right now, especially after we just experienced this Scorpio lunar eclipse on May 15 and 16, depending on where you are in the world. I figured for my first set of zodiac YouTube videos this would be a really good reading. So I'll be putting 3 cards from the Soul's Journey lesson cards. Then I'll follow up with tarot to clarify each card. And then I'm gonna pull Moonology oracle cards and finish the reading off with one more oracle card of my choice. I have a couple different decks here, so let's see what's going on for the sign of Virgo. First of all, I just wanted to say thank you for being here and taking the time out of your day to watch this video. I really appreciate it. This is my first set of zodiac readings I'm doing, so bear with me, I'm a little nervous. But I hope to inspire, enlighten, and be there on your journey, as well as be on, you know, this is a new journey for me too, right? So I just want to say thank you in advance, and if you like, share, and subscribe, I really, really appreciate it. So let's get started, okay? This is for the sign of Virgo. And also, I just want to say, during my readings, I always cleanse the space and meditate and pray about it. So if you're kind of like, tarot, it's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of scary, right? Just know that, like, I'm always protected with my angels during this reading, and so are you. Whoever's watching this video, like, this is a safe space. I built this channel because I wanted a place for people. Just be yourself, you know, and it's a no judgment zone over here, okay? Especially with tarot, there's no judgment. So anyways, let's get started. I hope you guys are doing good and doing well. If you're not too familiar with eclipses, it's about they're usually associated with bringing abrupt, sudden change. So, and also it's in the sign of Scorpio, which is about death and rebirth. And I mean, that's a gift in itself, to be able to start all over again, you know? Like, we don't, oh, okay, we got your cards right. We don't really realize, you know, every day waking up is another chance, right? Okay, Virgo, I got 2 purple cards. So it's about your third eye, and I think right now, because I'm seeing pride, trust, and discipline, I really feel for you, Virgos. Like, right now, it's talking about trusting your intuition, trusting in the universe that things will work out. And whether we realize it or not, like, things always work out in our favor. Even it's like we don't see it or appreciate it at that time, because we're like caught up in the moment and it's not in the way we expect it, right? So, oh, okay, wow, the leverage jumped out. They were like, oh wow, okay, well, they're all jumping out right now. Okay, that's good. Oh, you got like, oh, Virgo. So if you're not familiar, I'm a Pisces sun, Cancer moon, Taurus rising, and Virgo is my divine counterpart, like exactly the opposite of me. So we're very alike. We're opposite, but at the same time we're very same. So I can what would you say? I have a lot of traits of Virgo, and so does Virgo have a lot of traits of Pisces. I don't know. Virgos, I have a lot of good Virgo friends in my life, and I hold them very dear to my heart. So I just wanted to put that out there. But let's get started. So your first card is Pride. Here we go with that glare. Oh my god. Okay, this will be fixed soon, okay, Virgos? Like, this is my first video, so I don't have a big professional setup yet. But yeah, these cards are glossy, so soon you won't be seeing this in the near future, okay? But right now, we're gonna deal with it. And it says, I love myself and I see myself in everyone. And that's funny because the Lovers flew out. Like, they wanted to come out. And with the Lovers, okay, sorry, let me hold these cards nicer for you, Virgo. They're my first video this morning, so bear with me. Okay, with the Lovers, this is usually associated with Gemini. This is the Gemini sign, and we are going into Gemini season as we speak. So what I'm getting off of this is, as you can see, right, the Lovers, like, they're looking at each other, and you see this, that Pride is, what does it say again? I love myself and I see myself in everyone. That's pretty, I don't know, Virgo. Like, it's not just romantic relationships. I feel like it's saying right now, especially with this Scorpio lunar eclipse that we just experienced, it has to deal with a lot of, I feel like the overall theme is about relationships, and this is for every sign. It's about relationships and the people we surround ourselves with, and who shouldn't be here anymore and who should be coming in. And you know, you need to make room, right? Like, we all have a capacity, guys, whether you know it or not. So it's one of those, like, you gotta get rid of bad situations, bad people in your life, so better ones can come in, you know. And I think Virgos, you guys can be very prideful. I'm a Pisces. I can be very prideful too. And what this is saying is, you gotta, I mean, to an extent, but you know, there's a fine line with pride. And if you, I feel like with this, it's saying, like, if you can't put your pride aside, you're gonna miss out on a really good opportunity, whether it's a romantic relationship, a platonic friendship, you know, maybe a good business partnership, because you can't see yourself in others when you should, you know, because everyone is connected, and everyone, no one's perfect, you know. And is this one of those, like, maybe you gotta humble yourself sometimes? If not, or you know, it's not even just about being cocky and being arrogant, you know. Inside, it can be really internal too. Like, you know, I don't like to ask for help, but everyone needs help, guys, and I had to learn that. And that's because I had a lot of pride. I was like, hell no, I'm gonna do it by myself. I just, you know, I don't want to be a burden. I don't want to ask for help, blah blah blah. But that's pretty much what pride boils down to. And then when it comes to the Lovers, it's Gemini. This card, okay, is also about second chances, making a choice. And with pride, if you might miss that. It's pretty much saying you're gonna miss that opportunity if you can't put your pride aside. Okay. And it can, you know, because it is the Lovers, it could be about a romantic relationship, and that we're stepping into Gemini. I feel like this is the time to make the decision, or you know, if you need to reconcile or just get closure on something, make it right, say your sorries, you know, receive yours also. It's gonna be okay. But this pride, I mean, pride only takes you so far, right? You gotta have pride in your things. I mean, in your work and the things that you have accomplished and you have because you earned it. Like, there's nothing wrong with being prideful. It's just you need to pick and choose when and when to be that way, and to always be prideful in the positive way, because we can get caught up in our ego, and this pride turns into arrogance, right? and ignorance, and then we just end up, it usually doesn't end up too good. So Virgo, that's what I'm getting from these two cards, okay? And then it says trust. Accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. I'm sorry, if you guys hear all that noise in the background, I can't control that. My neighbor, my neighbors are always doing something, dude. I have such a hard time recording because there's always so much noise. But let's get back to the video. If you can hear me, I'm sorry. The next Virgo video will be way better, promise. So it says, I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. And it's followed by the Seven of Pentacles. So remember I was talking about intuition and trusting your gut, and kind of, I think you gotta open your third eye more if it's not already open, and just kind of, okay, Seven of Pentacles is a really good card with this, because Seven of Pentacles is about your intentions, you know, your intentions, or planting the seeds, planning your making that plan to get those pentacles, right? But it's someone that is planting their seeds, you know, saying, you know, they put their intentions into the ground, and now they're gonna wait, you know, to watch it grow into fruition, because the day you plant the seed is not the day you eat the fruit, right? And it's with this trust card, it's telling you, like, if you put in the work, just have faith and trust, everything will work out. Have faith, because that's all you can do, right? Like, not every seed we plant's gonna grow. Sometimes it doesn't, but in the meantime, while we're waiting, might as well pray about it and have faith, because are you gonna just forget about it? No, you know, you gotta water it every day, right? So it's really saying, like, Virgos, if you guys had okay, this is the master plan. This is the first step of the master plan. Trust, okay? This trust. If you put in the work and you really, this is something that in your heart, you know, like, you should be doing, or that you want to accomplish and achieve, it's going to happen, okay? Luck is on your side. And then the third card is discipline. Okay. I don't know if you guys heard that, but that candle just kind of, they're telling me that was a sign, okay? I guess this is a big card to emphasize on is discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. Boom. I mean, they all fit together, and you know what? The sun came out. This is the most auspicious card in the entire tarot deck, Virgos. And I mean, you need to self-discipline, okay? we all do, because if we don't, we ain't gonna accomplish shit, okay? There's nothing really more to say. You guys know what I'm talking about. You can't get caught up and be neurotic, stuck in your head. But no, you know you Virgos, you guys are very analytical, and you guys like to have everything. You guys are a little bit controlling. I'm just gonna say, hey, whatever, you guys can get mad at me. You know exactly what like I told you, I have a lot of Virgo friends, and I'm a Pisces. We can get pretty, like, no, this is the plan and it needs to go this way, and it does, and it usually doesn't, and you guys know that. But regardless, with the discipline card, put in work, get out of your head, know that it's gonna work. You gotta start somewhere, right? And success, the sun, you're gonna be happy, you know. And it's honestly, like, these seem like kind of harsh cards, but what it's followed by in tarot, and, like, I don't know, I think these are out of the readings I did so far, I think these are like really solid cards. Is, you know, like what we're asking is, what does our soul need to know right now? And what this readings that I'm doing right now is kind of just like little reminders from your angels and your spirit guides. Like, and by the way, this is general messages. This is not a personal reading. Okay, it may not apply to everyone, but this is a good message for everyone regardless. Like, put your pride aside, right? Know when and when to use it. Like, I am 100 about being prideful, especially when it comes to your work. Like, if you're a good worker and you have pride in your work, it shows, and that makes you even a better worker in other people's eyes, you know, especially when you live in this corporate world, and you know, you got supervisors, managers, whatnot, and it shows, okay? But then the ego steps in and we get kind of freaking arrogant, like, yeah, I know I'm a badass worker, what, you know? And then it gets us in trouble, right? And then, you know, sometimes it hurts other people. I don't think we realize that, you know, sometimes that shit ends up hurting other people because we didn't realize how boastful or a fucking asshole we was being just because we thought we was the shit at the time. And you gotta remember, like, yeah, you may be better at something, you know, than whoever's around. You know, you might, everyone has other skills that someone else doesn't have or can do it. There's always someone out there that's gonna do it better. That's just the way it is. Okay? Doesn't mean you're valued less and that you're not as good. It's just, I mean, how many people there is in this world? But there's always going to be something that you're good at that no one else can be. They can't top you. You know what I mean? So, pride, trust, and discipline. Put pride aside. Realize no one's perfect. We all make mistakes. And if Virgos, you know, I know you, okay, like I said, you guys are pretty critical and pretty analytical, but you guys are the same to yourself. And you need to just have trust that it's going to be okay, and that any past mistakes you've made, you can move on from that. Okay? Put the pride aside. Okay? You're not perfect. You might have fucked up on something. Just, hey, own up to it. Take accountability. But trust, yeah, because your inner voice will always guide you correctly. And put in the discipline, put in the work. Dude, you got the Sun card. And you'll be successful. And you'll be successful in all your relationships all around. Whether it's your mother, your sister, your brother, your neighbor, you know, your wife. Yes, your wife, your girlfriend, whatever's. Whoever it may be, your dog. I mean, you got the Sun card, Virgo, and it's just, in general, what is it saying? Put in the work and be a good person, and your life's good. Life is good. Life is good. It's always good. And if you're watching this video, your life is better than most. I'm gonna say it. Okay, because if I never used to have time to be watching YouTube videos, honestly. So I just wanted to say that. Why I'm saying that is because, you know, we gotta remember life is hard, but in our different circumstances and predicaments, like, it can always be worse, right? So I'm gonna pull 3 cards from the Moonology deck. I'm over here just knocking shit over. Thank you again, Virgo. If you guys are still here watching this video, thank you. Thank you. Surrender to the divine. Trust your, see, I told you had 2 purple cards in here. Look, this came flying out. Trust your intuition, trust in the divine. No, hey, you don't have to believe in God, Jesus, whatever, but believe in the universe. Believe there's something, okay? Because whether you like it or believe it or not, yes, you do have angels. Yes, you do have spirit guides. Yes, you do have ancestors. Yes, you have past loved ones that watch over you every single day. It's kind of freaky, but but they are, you know, and we should be blessed. Like, a lot of people are really lonely at this time, and they always feel like, you know, and I've been there, but we gotta remember we're never ever freaking alone. And I'm an introvert, and I don't even like saying that, but we're never alone. We're always, hey, you don't have to believe it, but I'm saying we're very blessed, every one of us, and we all have our own personal angels. We all have the archangels we can call on. Like, all you gotta do is pray and believe and have trust. Trust is a big one. Since I already mentioned, since you already saw the surrender to the divine, I'm just going to move on to the middle card because this really stands out to me. And it's you. You showed up in your reading, Virgo. Full moon in Virgo, you are good enough. And you know what's so funny, Virgo? You know, I was just, you know, I was saying, like, you guys can be pretty judgmental and critical on others because you're so analytical, right? You're just like, you know, your mind is very logical, but you're, like I was saying, like, you guys can be pretty critical on yourself too. And I think, I really feel like you don't need to live in fear, guilt, or shame anymore. Like, stop beating yourself up over things that have happened in the past or things that have happened to you from other people, because it's like, don't let people live rent-free in your mind. And also, no one's perfect, okay? Remember that whole pride thing, seeing yourself in others and all that stuff. Like, okay, they're not perfect, you're not perfect either, and we all make mistakes. We all gonna swallow that pride, okay? And realize, like, everyone is a bad guy in someone else's story, you know? But doesn't mean you're that person forever. You can always change and make things right and be a better person and learn from the situation. And know that you deserve love too. And you are good enough. You're good enough, and so is everyone else. It just, you know, not everyone's cup of tea, right? We don't vibe with everybody. We can get along. Everyone can get along and respect one another. But we're gonna tend to, you know, the law of vibration, the law of attraction. We tend to go, we attract people, like people, to ourselves. So if I'm vibing high and I always give, I'm very loving, which I am, I'm lucky that I have that type of people in my life. There's a lot of people that come and go in my life, and they're there for the season, you was so to say, right? Sorry. What I'm trying to say is, at that time, you meet these people, like I'm saying, right? People come and go, seasons like that. At that time, you met that person or people or new friends or whatever. That's the vibe that's the frequency you guys was all vibrating on. You see what I mean? And then all of a sudden, maybe you've grown and changed, and now it's just, you're not cruising with the same people no more. You're not doing the same things. And just know, like, you're good enough to make it right in your life. Okay, Virgo, like, you have, I mean, I don't know, I get really sad when I feel this card, you know? It's like you're dwelling in the shame. And because you're so prideful, you don't want to ask for help, or you don't want to admit that you're wrong. And hey, whether it's up to you. But obviously, you might not be in a good place, and it's probably eating you up inside, and you can't fucking sleep. You know, or it's always that fat elephant. You know, they say that white elephant in the room, or the fat elephant in the room, that you know is always there. No one else but you, and you're just like, fuck, right? Anyways, Virgo, just know, like, you're so loved and blessed, and fuck it, like, we all make mistakes, but we cannot stay in that mental imprisonment, you know? Just know you're good enough. You're good enough for yourself, and you're good enough for anybody. But you need to be good enough for yourself. I should make another video on that. And look, it's a time for healing. So whatever, you know what, Virgos, you guys been through the ringer, and so has most of us in 2020. And if you feel, you know, sometimes this healing time feels like an unproductive time, it can kind of kill us a little bit, because I don't know, you Virgos, you guys like to stay busy. I'm the same way. If things are not moving as fast as you like it, or it feels kind of stagnant, or you're just like, what is going on, the divine is giving you a chance to heal. That's what's going on. When I realized I was given this opportunity after the things I went through, it wasn't comfortable at first, okay? It was kind of like, I'm not used to this. Like, I need to be doing this. I need to be doing that. And no. You need to be healing. You need to work on yourself. You need to go do some shadow work, okay? And, you know, maybe that shadow is about that pride. But yes, it's a time to heal. It's not a time to go, oh no, like, you need to stop trying to fill your day by working or doing other things. Just to, you know, that toxic productivity. I just learned that term, guys, but I guess, you know, you guys can look that up too. No, sometimes you gotta sit, you cannot drink it away, you guys, okay? You can't party it, you can't drink it away, you can't drug it away, whatever you do, like sleep with people, I don't know, what TV away, eat it away, right? Everyone has their different coping mechanisms, right? Shop it away, and then you have this big credit card bill. No, like, you really gotta sit with yourself and assess your feelings and really think, what do you really need right now in your life? What's gonna bring peace to your soul? What's gonna bring love into your heart, you know? And I feel like you're not recognizing at this time, like, you're given this opportunity, and it is the time for you to heal what you need, so you can be more successful. You know, you can move on knowing that your emotional stability is where it needs to be. Okay, I'm gonna pull one more card, one more oracle card. You know what, since you Virgos are special to me, I'm gonna pull one more oracle card from the Rumi Oracle deck, because I think you guys really need this right now. Thank you so much again for being here, all my Virgos. Just remember, you're good enough. You've always been good enough. You just didn't realize it, you know? A lot of people, everyone is born good enough. Yes, you can do things to acquire skills to make yourself great. That's what we should be doing. We should always be bettering ourselves. You always can learn. Like, learning's forever. I love learning. Not to sound like a dart. This is a very Virgo looking picture here. So pretty. And it says Divine Mother manifests. Oh, you living in the world of 6 directions, accept the gloom and accept the bliss. For those seeds buried in the ground will one day grow into fruitful orchards. The mind would have us believe that certainty is necessary for inner peace. That's that control issue. That's what it's saying. Certainty, very like to be certain, but nothing in life is certain. That's what it is. And you know, the divine, they like to surprise us. And whether we like, you know, there's so much people like, I don't like surprises, because they're scared. You know, they want to know for certain. You know, like they're gonna expect this. Like no. But deep down inside, when you did get that surprise, you're so fucking happy. You know, so inner peace doesn't come from understanding, but from trusting. Oh my God, you know what, you guys, you freaking Virgos, like I feel like this message is for me too. Like, you guys don't understand, like, inner peace doesn't come from understanding but from trusting. Like, that's exactly what my spirit guys, I just went through like some personal situation, and that's like exactly what they were like asking me. That like, because you know, I had to remember, like, we're not meant to understand everything, and sometimes we don't get the closure that we needed or that answer that we were looking for. And it's like, why, right? Because we're trying to understand. Like, I'm very like that. I'm an INFJ. I'm like, I need to like break down this thing and figure out why this and this and why it came from here and what motivated that. Like, I get really, and like it says, inner peace doesn't come from understanding it, but from trusting. And that's what they told me. They're like, you need to stop trying to understand and just trust that everything's gonna work out. You know, can we understand a star? Oh, see, and this is Stars Forever Tarot. Can we understand a star? Perhaps not. Yet, we can choose to trust in its beauty and light, and nonetheless derive energy, hope, and inspiration from it. Oh, let the relief of trust fill your heart. Let me read this one more time for you, Virgos. Okay. The mind would have us believe that certainty is necessary for inner peace. Inner peace doesn't come from understanding, but from trusting. Can we understand a star? Perhaps not. Yet we can choose to trust in its beauty and light, and nonetheless derive energy, hope, and inspiration from it. Let the relief of trust fill your heart. Aww. I really like that, guys. I really like that. And thank you so much, Virgo. These are your messages. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope that helped you in some way, and I hope you would join me on this new journey I'm embarking, and stay tuned for more videos. All right, thank you so much. Have a good one.